Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, this wonderful Saturday afternoon or morning or evening, whichever it is for you. Good to see you guys out there. Before we get this show started, I would very much like to say thank you to Gamer Nurse Gail, who became a YouTube member last night. Very, very early. God damn. Very, very early. You are the first. Wow. God damn. Shall we play a little clip for Gail? Shall we? Again, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member, Gamer Nurse Gail. Let's get some hellos in here before we move on. Hello, Dax and R. Good to see you. Good to see you. Zalosi, Sonia, two of my mods. Two of my great mods cancel this podcast, who was a guest last weekend. Hey, I'm at work, but I'm sharing the stream. That's great to hear. Thank you so much. My Misadventures 13. Hey there, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Gamer Nurse Gail, again, thank you for becoming a member. AJ Star Hiker, hello to you too. Hi, Scoobs. So, before we get started, based on that clip that you just saw, I got some interesting news for you. We got another spicy one in the process of being made. So for those of you who are big fans of 2B from Nier Automata and Eve, prepare to be pleasantly surprised once it's finished, especially you boys. But don't expect to see it a lot because that's only a banger. That's only going to be a banger clip. But I'll give you guys maybe a sneak peek of it when it's ready. Also, I want to take a minute to be very serious here. A good friend of mine just recently had lost his insurance pulled. His Medicare, Medicaid, he has a medical disability. He could really use all the help he can get. And so I've decided that next week I'm going to hold a game stream to help raise some money for him. So if you guys could come along and help support, that would be awesome. It'll be, I will announce the day. It'll most likely be on Thursday. So if you guys can swing by, really, watch the stream, lend a helping hand if you want to. It's going to be a long one, but I just, and I'm going to go to, and Tommy, and we're going to have a give send go ready for it as well. So if you guys would like to help out with it, that would be great. The link, as soon as it's put together, will be put up on Twitter, it'll be put up on YouTube, and it'll be passed around. So now let us move on to the fun stuff for the show. And I don't know, Sonia, why you have a blank screen. Does anybody else have a blank screen of me? Okay, I have been told. So okay, so let's get a move on. If you're on Rumble, then you know him and you love him. If you've seen any of Toasty's streams, he's been a guest on there as well. So, without further ado, let us bring on our wonderful special guest, Slay. Every game.
Hello.
Good to see you. This is the first time I've had you on the show. Hopefully, it won't be the last.
Oh, no. And this is my first time on a 2-person panel too, so this is new for me.
I try to have more than one person, but 2-person is actually kind of good for one-on-ones.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be covering the current pricing for consoles and current pricing for what's coming up. For example, for the Steam leaked and whatnot. So yes, the current and next gen pricing. Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, as we all know, they've all got some good stuff out. For example, if we can take a look at some of their current gen stuff. Such as PlayStation has the PlayStation Portal VR headset, PlayStation Pro, which I would say just recently came out, but I can't. But I will say it's the most recent console for the PlayStation to come out. And then, of course, we got the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and their Asus and their ROG Asus Ally. And then, of course, Steam for the moment has its Steam Deck. Currently, out of the two, I'd have to say probably for PlayStation, I have to say this has to be their cheapest year. I mean, this their cheapest generation. I think they're finally getting the wake-up call of, hey, let's take it easy on the money.
I forgot how much we even paid for it, but me and my girlfriend had the Portal for a little bit, and we did not like it at all.
Well, it's a good thing that you mentioned you forgot how much you paid, because I do have the prices listed here for each and every item. Now, all of you who are wondering about these prices, these are the prices that were given at time of release. Naturally, right about now, prices, have dropped due to sales or because based off of how long something's been out and whatnot. The reason I do not have Nintendo on here is because fuck Nintendo. There, that is my answer. They are not even worth mentioning, in my opinion.
I agree.
So for PlayStation, when the PS5 came out, it was $549, and these are at their highest. $549 was for the disc. $500, I believe, was for the digital.
I ended up getting the disc one, but I think I ended up paying $500 at that point because this was a few years after it came out. I waited a long time.
Yeah, for me, I got the disc because I just prefer disc versions. I do not like the digital versions, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, physical's still the way to go.
Yep. AJ Star Hiker says, I like my Steam Deck. Will likely continue with Steam products. Well, I'm glad you like it. And yes, Daxonar, fuck Nintendo. That, you know what? That should be my motto from now on. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo, watch PAWCAST.
I have a little clip. Maybe I can send you that one too if I can find it. I have somewhere. It's there's a VTuber I used to watch. Her name is Nana Banana, and when the price news came out for the Switch 2, she was so pissed. And I have a clip of her from the stream going, "Suck it, Nintendo." It's in my intro.
The PlayStation virtual reality to the second generation for their VR helmet was $399. And the Portal, their most recent handheld, is $199. Then we have Xbox with their Xbox Series X, which was $649.99. Xbox Series S, $449.99. Xbox Ally X, basically, I mean, $99.99. If you're familiar with Reboot, then you know what I want to say, what I'm dying to say from Mike TV. But it's $999.99. Then you got the Xbox Ally, $599.99. And then, of course, you have the Steam Deck OLED. They no longer sell the LCD. Now it's just simply the OLED for $649. And that's all current generation, which I got to say, out of all these, the PlayStation and the Steam right now take the cake as far as prices go. I think they probably offer the best price range, with the exception of the Xbox Series S. What do you think?
Well, I would say that, yeah, this PlayStation definitely has the best prices, but when you think about it, because the PS5 was also a little bit like cheaply made too, in my opinion, because I know that it didn't just happen to my girlfriend's when she had the PS5. There was problems with the HDMI port, like on the inside, like they break very easily. And I was like, for something that you spend $500 on, you should not have to replace it after like 3 months because of an internal, component error.
Now, I haven't had any problems with my PS5 so far. Thank
Yeah, I
God.
haven't luckily with mine yet either, but I looked it up and I guess it was like when they first came out, it was a pretty common occurrence.
I know that even though you can stand it vertically, I know that it's said by many people, Sony themselves as well, that you're better off laying it to the side.
I have mine standing up. I should have it sideways then too.
Because it does have like a little a liquid metal chip in the center. And a lot of problems that have been caused have been when it heats up a bit too much, that somewhat melts a bit and has a tendency to slide down the PlayStation internally. So it causes a lot of people to screw up. There are a lot of people's systems to screw up. So so Sony has had after a while, after like it came out, they said it's best if you have it on its side. Which for me, when I first got it, I had it on its side anyways. I was like, I'm not standing the damn thing up. I'm putting it on its side.
Yeah, the only reason I have mine standing up is because we have one of those like I still have it from when my girlfriend had hers. We have one of those nice like little stands that you buy and you can put your like headphones and hang the controller up on the side of it and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another thing that PlayStation offers is gaming monitors, and this year they're coming out with speakers.
Mm.
The Xbox, it doesn't offer those as far as the VR headset. Well, Xbox, it uses the Meta, which is basically made by Facebook, so technically it isn't made by them. So that's why I did not include that in their pricing. because in my opinion, that is just seen as borrowed hardware. And hello to you, True Aztec Warrior. Thank you for coming in. Yeah. My misadventure says, I will stick them late. You know what, sweetie? I understand. I know her. She's a in real life friend. So I get where she's coming at. Daxonar, you were wiped after
doing,
Leon, so I packed it. Okay, I'm not going to ask. I am not even going to ask about that one. And the Steam Deck OLED, I gotta say, I've never used a Steam Deck.
Oh, really?
No, I've wanted to, but I've just, it's money does not grow on trees for me. So, and for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
once I get something, I get the minimum of what I can. The VRs, I find that such. I'm one of those people who I'm sorry, I don't see what's so great about VR. I really don't.
Me either. We had at one point in time, because I don't know why she likes to buy like the shit when it first comes out, like she, the fear of missing out thing. When the Meta Quest headset came out, we had that and didn't like it at all. I was like, I don't even see the point of playing this. I'd rather just play the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, my PlayStation 4, that's probably the one PlayStation system that I actually had to go through another of.
Wore it out.
And that was because I did, they did a system update. And I made the mistake of not backing up my games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a system update. I didn't find anything. They'd done previous system updates. Nothing went wrong. This time, something went really, really wrong because it was starting to act like it was possessed.
Oh shit.
It was like the screen was jumping up and down. I mean, it would start up okay. You'd hear the wonderful sound, and then once it gets to the main screen, pictures are bouncing around all over the screen and everything. You're like, what the hell's going on? So I had to take it to GameStop. And they didn't believe me until they plugged it in. They watched it. They were like, what the hell? And I was like, you tell me. So they gave me not just a brand new one, but since I was friends with one of the guys that worked there, they gave me a brand new one with 1 terabyte and a stick. I was like,
Oh, cool.
And they were like, yes, add this memory. I was like, okay, yes, I will. And then for my PS5, I went out, got some more memory for that, but instead I got a 2 terabyte. I bought a 1 terabyte and then I just bought an additional 2 terabyte to stick in it, which is one thing that I really like, is that you can extend the memory for both the PlayStation, and I believe you can do the same thing for the Xbox.
Yep.
But with the upcoming hardware that's coming out, a lot of people are very, very curious, which is what brings into the next topic, the next gen pricing, and of course the leaked prices. Now, the Steam box, which is this wonderful little big fat square that you can see, the specs for that one are that based on basically the specs for that one is the equivalent of a base PS5. And the pricing range for that one, the leaked price range, that one is the 512 gigabyte is said to be 950, while the 2 terabyte is said to be coming out as 1070. Now, I would say that's a bit pricey.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they did say that they wanted to price it like a computer.
Yeah, that
But
does make sense. My PC was about the same price as the 2 terabyte one.
but the thing is, though, like I said, the specs are the equivalent of a base PS5. It's common knowledge about that. But they never said uh, if you can increase the storage like you can a PS5. You can't make any. They've never said whether or not you can make any modifications. They haven't. So far, they haven't really given a. Yes, these are just rumors.
Yep.
But these particular rumors, I would highly. In my personal opinion, these rumors may ring true, and I will say why. If you take a look at the Steam Deck, 649, and that's for the OLED. We have a brand new Steam Deck for that. That's probably going to be coming out. That's probably going to be either the same price to maybe 700, because for all we know, there might be 2 different versions as well for that. Then we got a new controller, then we have a new VR headset that's coming out. The cheapest thing will probably be, in my opinion, out of that, pushing away the controller. Controllers are normally pretty much just a mandatory come along. The cheapest thing out of all those 3 items, in my opinion, will most likely be the VR headset. Because the Steam Deck is portable, it carries all your Steam games and whatnot. And you can do a lot of stuff with the Steam Deck, from what I understand. And then you have the Steam Box, which is basically their own version of a console. So I can see that as being the most expensive item. So it would not surprise me if those prices actually ring true.
See, here's the thing though, too, with Valve. This is what I'm hoping at least. They're they're known to pretty much like forego profit on their hardware because they know if they push more hardware, they'll be able to sell more games. So hopefully, if the prices are high, it'll only be at first, and they'll
Mhm.
because they're pretty good about sales on hardware and everything.
Because I mean, if it is in the 1,000 range, then
Stop torturing yourself, man. You'll never afford it. Live in the now.
It will be mine. Oh, yes. It will be mine.
I mean, it's eventually going to be.
It will be mine
Eventually.
eventually. Yep.
I mean,
Might
it was for him. It could possibly be the same for us. It will eventually. Yes, Dexter. Yeah,
I'll
that
have
was
to.
very flawless. That was really flawlessly made, Slay.
Thank you.
And Slay does do some good stuff, guys. Especially if you see his verses.
The content creator deathmatch.
Yeah, it was good. The one that you did, one I saw last night with Toasty versus Mercante.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
That was from
Um,
the debut episode, standalone episode of it.
I still say she needed a pile driver. Um,
They outlawed them. I don't know about in the games, but in WWE, pile drivers are forbidden now.
oh,
It's the
one of them is.
forbidden move.
Oh, it's the one move you want to see people do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would not be surprised. I mean, if that was the actual price for the Steam box. The controller, I don't know. I mean, some controllers nowadays, they're kind of cheap. I mean, it depends on the brand. Like if you're going for the actual brand, they'll probably try and nickel and dime you. Like I remember when I had to replace uh, my the first time I had to replace a PS5 controller due to stick drift. That alone cost me $60. And it was just for the standard white color. And yet, at the same time, if I went to a different color or whatever, it would change by price. It would change prices. Xbox, same thing. They nickel and dime you for their controllers. But you go for the PC controllers, like the 8-bit dough. One of them was like $30. Alienware, theirs are pretty pricey. Hyperkin's $56. Hello, Laura Dragnail. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, how's it going?
But yeah, and I can't imagine. As far as the pricing for the controller for Steam goes, based on how they can be pretty reasonable, I don't see them as charging maybe like anything higher than 40.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty cheap too. Because also considering the fact that you can use pretty much any kind of controller with Steam products, they probably like this is probably more for people who are like really, really used to the Steam Deck and they want to have that same feel with the two pads underneath.
Yeah,
Pretty much paying for the pads.
Yeah, for me, the whole reason I'm getting a controller for my PC is because on my laptop on Steam, most of the controllers that you have to use is an Xbox controller. So I had to get an Xbox certified controller. But I'm so used to the way the PlayStation layout is. Like for the toggles at the two bottom and everything. I'm so used to that layout that I was like, okay, I cannot get any of the Xbox controllers. But Hyperkin was certified and made by Microsoft. So I looked into it and it fits all the requirements. I was like, okay, I'm getting it. So
awesome. That's why I was getting so pissed off playing Sonic Cross Worlds, because I mean, it went on sale for both. And I originally I was going to buy it for the PS5 because either way we could both play it on it. But it was a Christmas present for my girlfriend, and she has the Switch, so I bought the Sonic Cross Worlds for that. And when I asked, oh yeah, can I like try it out, and I was playing it, I'm so used to playing on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm like, what the fuck with this fucking controller?
yeah, exactly. Same with my niece. The first time I played with her on Switch, she wanted to play Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the old school versions.
Yeah.
Trying to show her because she didn't know how to get Sonic to go faster. So I'm like, okay, I was like, okay, I'll show you how. And then she's showing me each of the controllers, and every time I try to move around and whatnot, I'm going backwards instead of forwards. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? What the hell? Who the hell made these fucking controllers? And it was driving me insane. And as soon as I saw that it required Xbox controller, I was like, I have to find a controller that would work with this, that has the same layout. And after like about 2 hours of searching online, I finally find one. And I'm like, yes, I can get it. So it arrives next week, and I'm so happy about that. Because now I have to save up though for a headset, which sucks because I've been gifted games on Steam courtesy of my viewers, and I have every single intention of streaming them. Part 1, I'm getting the controller. That'll be coming in next week. Part 2, headset. Part 3, OBS setup.
Yep.
All 3 together, once I got it all set up, stream the games. Zelosi, no, I did not get an 8-bit dough. I got the Hyperkin. have never tried the HyperX headset. The old, I usually, because PlayStation 5 has that built-in mic to the controller. That's usually what I end up using when I do my game streams. But I do have the earbuds as well. And I wonder if that's something else they're going to come out with for Steam. I wonder if they might come out with like a headset in the future or something. Because that would be a neat add-on.
See, it'll be cool once you get the OBS set up for your game streams too. You can have, I don't know if you already, do you have your avatar up for your game streams? Like in front of the, like in the corner, like how, like how me or like how in Hypno's game streams, he's like in the corner, his little character.
I have a avatar, but I have not used it. Pricing for the PS6. First off, when do you think it's going to come out?
The what?
The PS6. When do you think that's going to come out? Because the Steam, all their new stuff is said to come out early 2026, first quarter, basically close between now and March.
I'm thinking for PS6, maybe not until next year, and probably like a little toward more like the fall season instead of going with early.
I'm kind of hoping, given the usual lifespan of a PlayStation. I mean, each PlayStation system has a lifespan of 10 years. And yeah, it's beyond 10 years, and my PlayStation 2 is still kicking it. And
see,
I gotta say,
this is one that I probably won't jump on. I don't even know if not even right away, but maybe like even at all, because if they do the same thing with like the backwards compatibility, like so that you can play or like all the games that are going to come out on PS6 are essentially going to come out on PS5 as well. I would be all right with sticking with my PS5 for as long as possible.
yeah,
I
same
would say.
here. The only thing that sounds appetizing to the PS6 right now is PlayStation has said you will be able to play it every generation PlayStation game that has come out.
That's what they should have did with the PS5 to begin with, I thought.
Yeah. And to me, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I can bring over my PS3 games. Yes. Yes, yes. That makes me so happy. Because if it is one thing I've been dying to play again, is Alice Madness Returns.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
I really just I hate having to break out each system just so I can play games in particular. So if the PS6 actually is backwards compatible, like they say it's going to be for all the generations, which for the PS2 and PS1, I imagine that is probably going to be. I mean, the PS3 did both disc and Blu-ray, so they might go with that formula. I mean, you know what? It would be a good idea to go back to that formula.
Yeah.
So, because it would allow them to do the PS1, the PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, and bring them all over to the PS6. So that would actually, you know what, if they do all of that, I mean, if they really do that kind of stuff, then that would bring the PS6, especially based on how it's going to be built, they're probably going to want to, based on how the Steam machine goes, they're going to want to beat it in every way. So they're probably going to make theirs kind of pricey, just not as pricey.
It would be worth the price though if they stick with, the whole physical, because the thing that threw me off about the PS6 initially was hearing that every new generation was gonna be like done with physical. They were like talking, or it was in talks, like everything was gonna go digital. And the next generation, I was like, no, I do not like the idea of not
Yeah, so much
owning
can
the
go wrong.
discs.
That actually happened to me. I was playing Uncharted 1, and the first time I played it, it did great. Second time I played it, and this was these were the digital versions. Second time I played it, I couldn't even get past the opening screen. It wouldn't even let me. I couldn't get past the opening menu. So I was like, "Well, this is fucked." And my brother went out and got me the collection, and he told me to delete the digital. So I deleted the digital. I put in the disc, and everything worked fine. I was like, "Physical for the win, as usual."
Yep. That's why I have the PS2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I got one of the, the PS1 pack-in things that they made. It was like a pack and play type thing, like with all the
Yeah,
games were already on it, but it really sucked and everybody hated it.
I know what it is, but yeah, if it
Yeah,
is one thing I would love for them to do also, I want another PSP. The PSPs were awesome.
yeah.
AJ Starhiker says, might have been the model. They were a wired set. No, it wasn't the model. But yeah, if it's one thing that everybody loves, it's backwards compatibility.
Oh
And
yeah.
yes, Marcelo, PSPs were the shiznit.
See, if they had just made the PS5 completely backward compatible like I thought it was when I bought it, because I just heard backwards compatible, or it said completely backwards compatible. I didn't know that they meant the completely meant that you could play all the PS4 games on it, not PS3 and PS2 and PS1 too. So I got it home and I was like, why the fuck isn't my PS1 game playing in this?
Yeah, so that's the one thing it's the one thing I think. I mean, Xbox knows this, but I think Sony needs to catch on, and I think they did with the PS5. And they briefly did with the PS3. You want to catch the customer's attention. 2 words: backwards compatibility. And hello,
Hey, Fierce
and
Dan.
hello, Furious Dan, and hello, Shrubby,
Hey.
Marcelo, and Saint Hugo. Hello to you as well. You guys, pricing wise, if you have any thoughts or anything like that, please say so in chat. Um, so, but yeah, I think the systems, it'll all depend on what they can do, because I know on the PS3, the very first version of the PS3, the PS2 games were backwards compatible.
Yep. I had one of those when they first came out. And then it was still too early though, and that was when they still had problems, and mine broke down, and just because I threw out the box and I didn't have the little like proof of purchase thing, they were like, oh, you need the thing from the box with the number for us to replace it. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? This was from the actual company too, not from where I bought it from.
Damn. But yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, I'm thinking. The Steam Deck might stay the same price. If it does seem an increase, I think it would probably be like a minimum $50, $50 increase, and that's if they increase the price. But I see them as probably keeping it the same. I really don't. I mean, like I said, controller wise, like you said, Steam is level headed. I don't think they're going to charge anything more than 40 at its highest. The VR, I don't know why they went to I don't know why they brought in a VR headset. I really don't, because I mean, as far as VR games go, there aren't really that many out there in the first place.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know the game I just played had some VR mode on it, the Midnight Walk, but that's the only one that I saw on Steam really that had. Oh no, wait, hold on. I think the new Hitman game or something is VR too. But those are the only two I really seen on Steam that are, VR accessible. Oh no, wait,
And
Resident Evil ones too, I guess.
and then of course, and it's good though that they are reaching out into the console area, because, but the problem is with that is consoles, in my opinion, the whole purpose of the whole reason a console exists, in my opinion, is probably because it is most likely, or I should say, consoles are more appealing towards people who can't pay as much for a computer. Financially wise, they are the most, they are the best to invest in if you don't have the money for a PC. However,
Yeah,
if they're
I
going to
agree.
price it like a PC, they might have some problems in the console market unless they are a die-hard Steam fan. But
See,
it's
I'm hoping that you'll be able to like uh do if it is going to cost the same as like a PC or close to amount of a PC. I hope that there's a little bit more that you can, because you can do so much with the Steam Deck already, but I hope that they just like double the amount that you can do. Like I would love to be able to install my OBS onto like the way I have it set up on my PC and have it run the same way that it does on my PC on the Steam box, because it doesn't do that on the Steam Deck for me for some reason.
And wonderful Shrubby 1989 sending out 5 Scooby Pup gift memberships.
Oh, hey.
Thank you so much. And Shrubby coming in, dropping another 5 gifted members. Thank you so much. Now, please don't throw any bricks at the screen. And, oh, wait, Shrubby doesn't know. Shrubby, just to let you know, we will be getting a new clip in soon that will be even spicier than that. And I mean spicy to the point where I hope YouTube does not get angry at me. Hello,
I
Killer
got to preview
Joe.
it. I got a preview of it. I like it.
Yeah, Slay got a preview of it. Well, he only got a preview of one of the clips. If John can put them all together, oh man, you're going to pass out. Because they get up close and personal in one of them. So, yeah. So if you guys like waifus, I got a clip coming up of two amazing waifus getting up close and personal with each other. So to continue, the PS, Jesus wants a hug. If anybody doesn't know that, that is a reference to Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Very good YouTube miniseries. I highly recommend you guys check it out. So for the but the thing is though is that for if it doesn't for it being a console like though, and the like I said, the specs are confirmed to be that of a base PS5, and yet they're going to charge
double the
PC
price
money for it. It doesn't make sense.
That's why I think that it'll probably be closer to like the same as a Steam Deck, like the OLED, and that maybe the Steam Deck price might go down a little bit because like I had mentioned before, Valve is they're very fair with their hardware because they know that it's not as important to them. Like they make more of their profits selling the games. So getting as many consoles or Steam Decks in the houses as possible is just more customers to buy the games from them.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's not the case. Like if they're gonna make it really high price, then I hope it's like between 800 to 900 at most, and at least 750. Because I would not pay any more than 750 for that thing.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. It was a lot just to we saved up for the Switch 2, and then when the news came out about it, we were like, fuck this, we're getting a Steam Deck instead. So that money we saved for the Switch 2 ended up being our Steam Deck fund.
Which and also the Microsoft. Now, as far as Microsoft goes, do we know if they're going to be coming out with a new console, or are they just going to stick with Game Pass? Are they, ditching consoles? Because I know they want to get out of the console business and just want to stick with Game Pass. But do you know if they've said, when, or have they given a ballpark?
Not that I've heard of yet. As far as I know, that I kind of feel like the Ally thing might have been their bowing out, because if they release that to compete with the Steam Deck, and if it's not doing even close to the numbers that they usually get, then that was probably their last gasp at trying the hardware thing, and they might just, like they were saying before, Xbox can be anything, especially if you have Game Pass. But
yeah, and another thing is for Game Pass, though, unfortunately for them, is they keep raising the prices.
Yep, I canceled mine because of that.
It's like Disney Plus, but for Microsoft.
For fuck's sake, cancel Game Pass.
For fuck's sake, canceled Game Pass. But yeah, they keep raising the price, but not to an insane point, though, at least. But then again, I don't have to worry about that because I don't have Game Pass, and I don't ever intend on getting Game Pass.
I had it, and it was worth it for a while. Like that's how I got, instead of like spending all like that money on day one releases. Certain ones I got to play day one last year because of Game Pass, which was nice. But then again, like this year, I'm deciding to be a little bit more fiscally responsible. So I canceled like all my subscriptions for things that I had, and I'm not going to be buying as many games day one either.
And Shrubby has said they've tried for a very long time to use exclusives for Game Pass and then get their shit pushed in sales, but they haven't learned by now. They won't ever learn. Gamer Nurse Gail says, I'm going to wait and see until the reviews are in for stream for the Steam engine. Good idea. We can only speculate so much at this stage until release. Also, very true, with the exception of the specs. I mean, the creators have already said it's on the baseline PS5. What I think will be a major factor as far as people buying it will be how much you can personalize it. Because if they are going to pay a high price for it, then people are going to want to be able to personalize it.
Yep.
AJ Star Hiker says, I haven't fully canceled Game Pass, but I did drop down to the lowest tier. That's what I did with PlayStation Plus. Killer J says 500 to 600 would be a good price. Yeah, but you see, the 500 to 600 I can see being for the Steam Deck and not the Steam box. Shrubby, agreed. Only way to know is a full disclosure review. And who wants to jump on that grenade?
Is Furious Dan still here?
Who wants to, yeah, exactly.
Furious Dan.
He jumped on the grenade for
Code Violet, yeah.
Yeah, for Code Violet. Oh, man. Without even learning anything more. Evil Fluffy Bunny. Hi, everyone. And Scooby. Hello, Evil Fluffy Bunny. I have said it once and I will say it again. I love your screen name, Evil Fluffy Bunny. Nothing more awesome than Evil Fluffy Bunnies.
Oh, yeah.
As for how this will affect gaming, we can move on to that. How do you think this will affect the games? Do you think it's going to be a price hike in them? Do you think they're just going to go straight to they're just going to go ahead and go straight to digital, or do you think they're going to give you physical, but make like Nintendo and give you a key card? You have to buy the physical thing and put it in, and then you unlock the key or whatever.
I hope PlayStation always sticks with physical and keeps it at discs, so that way we don't even have to like worry about the whole key card thing like with the Switch 2, because that's another thing about the Switch 2 that pissed me off, was the idea of kind of giving you physical but not really. It was almost like when on the Switch 1 they would give you, like, in the store they put out a box and you buy the box, but it's just a little code inside that you, and I was like, what the fuck are you gonna like sell just the box with a code in it?
Yeah. Shrubby, what's funny? Key cards, yes, they are screwing Nintendo, but what's funny is they're deciding to slowly go back to the actual cards themselves and the cartridges. But here's the thing. The first cartridge game that they did for the Switch 2, it didn't even fit in the slot. It's like, you can't even get the damn card in the slot. Seriously? You made it and it can't get in?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they are. They are backpedaling on key cards very, very hard. But I do see, we already see it right now in the digital games. We're seeing price hikes in digital games. We're already seeing it.
And really, it should be the opposite if you think about it, because that doesn't have the same production cost as physical. I can understand spending like $70 on a physical game because it comes with the, the packaging. But
Mhm.
even they dialed back on that. You used to get like cool like little booklets and stuff with your, now once in a while it'll come with like a poster maybe, or like a little bit of artwork on the inside, but now it's just the artwork on the box and the disc, and that's it.
Yeah, and for the digital, like you'll have the digital version, which will be the exact same price as the physical, and then you'll have the digital special release or whatever you want to call it at the time, which they'll give you a soundtrack fair.
Y
It's digital. Soundtrack is fair. Then they'll give
Yeah,
you artwork, and it's like, why would I want digital artwork? Give me a fucking
right.
book. What good is the artwork to me on a system, on a gaming system? I'm sorry. There is there's no point in having it. Um, extra clothing, I mean, extra costumes and whatnot. Now, game material and soundtracks, yeah, sure, I'll take it if the price is reasonable.
One
But
good thing I'll say about Nintendo is last year they came out with this, game. Not only did I love the game, but it was a box set at a reasonable price, and it came with the most awesome things in it. It was the, Nintendo World Championships, special edition game thing, and it was like they took, like, the ideas from, like, all the old, like, they broke them down into little, like, bite-sized challenges, like, all the old games, and it was really fun. It was fun to play online. They had tournaments and stuff.
um, but then again, with each generation, the prices raise.
Yep.
Because with the PS3 it was $50, with the PS4 it was $60. It's a PS5 now. We got $70. Each generation, be it Xbox or a PlayStation or whatever, it's going to be $70. But Switch 2 comes out, everything's $80. Now, will the other game companies follow suit and make everything $80? Dear God, I hope not. Because if they do, they're going to find themselves losing a lot of business, especially when
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes to other gaming companies. I mean, like, there are online game companies where you can buy the game, they'll give you the code for the game, and all you have to do is type in the game. You'll get a digital version of the game for X amount of money on your system.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, there's tons of those, like, Humble Bundle is, I
yeah,
think, one of them.
Instagaming is where Dan goes. He got Sonic. He got Sonic Racing Crossroads for $2 on Instagaming. He got the. They sold him the code. They sold him the code, and he used it on Steam, and he got it that much for Steam. Shrubby, I miss the days of the game boxes. I still have my AC4 Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Cost me $120. Game, art book, soundtrack, a freaking Kenway statue, and download codes in game. Bargain fucking price.
Oh, yeah.
AJ, I saw a video game comparing Switch 2 and Deck. It was all tech specs, nothing about the Switch bricking, back compatibility, or versatility in use. Yeah, the backplay compatibility, I wouldn't want to touch with the fucking Switch 2, based on what I've heard. From system bricking to getting in trouble. It's like, sorry, no. It's just something I would not go near.
Yeah, that's right. I have the, Switch Lite, and I still have a bunch of Switch 1 games, but I'm like, I told my girlfriend when she bought the Switch 2, I was like, "I don't even know what ones you can play in it or not without it thinking that you're stealing a game and it bricking your system." She's afraid of that too.
Yeah. And for digital games, a lot can go wrong. Whereas, then again, a lot can go wrong with a physical disc too. I'm not going to say those are perfect and indestructible. They are. But with digital games and stuff, once you buy them, you've bought them. There is no returning them. There is no refunds. Physical disc, that is not the case. Something goes wrong. You can return it. You can get your refund. And they're just, it's more logical to have a physical disc, because I got a physical disc one time for Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and it was I forget which version it was, but within it I had soundtrack, and it was in a metal case. It was in one of those awesome art cases that are metal. Same with the game, awesome metal art case, art book, and a big ass lamp that had the sword that he uses inside, and had the static lights, kind of like when you go to the science center and you put your hand on those little static lights and it follows your finger everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The lamp did the same damn thing. I was like, oh, cool. And it lit up in different colors too. So I was like, I like this. I like this.
It was a bit pricey, but there's a Hellraiser game coming out soon, and I really wanted to do the pre-order for the collector's edition, because it comes with like the cube from the movie, the lamentation device. Then you can actually, like, it's got LED lights in it and stuff, so like when you touch it, like lights go around it, like how it does in the movie when you activate it. And it's got a statue, it's got art book, metal case, all that. So they're still around, just you have to find them on certain places online.
And another gifted 5 memberships from Trunks coming in. Thank you. Thank you so much, Trunks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Trunks. Thank you, Shrubby. Thank you, Gamer in Scale. You guys have been so great. So for digital games, I mean, do you see their prices going up compared to the physical disc? I mean, do you see the physical disc even going bye-bye anytime soon?
I really hope not. I do know that they're trying other ways, like with some of the Xbox Series X and S games now, they cut the box size down to like reduce the plastic usage. So now it's pretty much like when you used to buy PS1 games, it's in like a comparable size box to that. So there are other alternatives that they're thinking of taking, even though I think it kind of looks a little weird. I've gotten used to my standard size game boxes since the Xbox and PS2 days.
I would think that, it would be, personally, I think it would be funny as hell if they decided to cut down on the size of the disc and went the route of the mini disc that they used for the PSP.
Yeah.
I would laugh so hard if they started to do that, because then I'd be like, oh my God, these are the same size as my Sailor Moon mini CDs and my Bleach games.
Hey, if PS6 really wanted to do something to stand out, have it so you can play your PSP games in it too.
That would be awesome. that would be so great. Even the foreign ones, because I have some that are imported. And that is one thing that I absolutely do love about the PlayStation is it will play foreign games as long as it's universal.
Yep.
So that I do love. So, and I have a good couple of games imported from Japan that I played on PS3, on PS4, and on PS5. So I absolutely adore them. Game recommendation, people, Sengoku Basara. I personally think I can personally see, I may get this wrong, but if they keep physical discs around, I can see the physical disc dropping in price and digital raising.
Really, I was kind of thinking the opposite. Like, I would you would think that for digital games, because it doesn't have the same production costs, that they wouldn't even now charge the same. Like, that's a big argument. Like, why are we paying the same price as a physical for a digital game?
Yeah, and the whole reason I say that is because, if they're going to start phasing out physical, why charge as much?
Yeah, that's true though.
But the one thing I love about physical though is not only is it because you can do returns and things like that with it, but they're good for backup. They're very good backup. Gamer Nurse Scale says, "Remind me again, the digital copies can be saved to a portable hard drive, right? For console owners. Now, for the PlayStation 5, yes. I don't know about the mic. I don't know about the Xbox. I don't play on the Xbox. That's my brother's thing. But I could look into that for you. It does have a game drive. The PS5 does have a portable game drive. And it also has an attachable disk drive to the oh my God, to the digital systems, which in my opinion was kind of stupid to do. If you're going to have an attachable disk drive to the digital systems, why make a digital system at all?
Right.
I mean, that right over there too costs $79. But I mean, yeah, it's like why do that? It makes no sense. I mean, that's another thing too. Will the accessories? Are we going to have fewer accessories? Are we going to have more accessories? Are they going to be high in price? Are they going to be low in price? I mean, the next generation for gaming has to be very, very, very careful for games and for systems, accessories, all that stuff. They got to be walking on eggshells.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because I mean, until something very advanced and also versatile enough for home use with VR, like something like really out of the ballpark comes, then I don't think that the next gen it's kind of like how I don't see that much of a difference between the PS4 and the PS5 visually. Like, it's a little bit of a step up, so they would have to do like a really big step up, or have like it's not going to be until like virtual reality is everywhere, that or even like hologram type systems that you can play with.
Trunks. They will charge you more physical to continue to push digital only. And they can, and they probably will. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, guys, if you have any different opinion in prices for consoles or systems, or games, please, say so in chat. I don't know who got slapped with a class action lawsuit. I don't know. I
Hmm.
just saw Shrubby's comment, but I definitely think. I mean, if they're gonna phase out physical discs, I would not be surprised. Oh, Blizzard. Okay. Um, if they're gonna phase out physical discs, I would not be surprised if they would start to make them cheaper, but also harder to get, harder to find. You know, I take that back. They would probably increase the price, make them harder to find, so people won't want to pay the price and go bother searching.
Yep.
And just deal with the digital, where it's easily accessible.
You will own nothing and be happy.
Yes, as EA says, do not expect to own your game. And Marcelo is telling me to scroll up. Gamer, you can download the file type to it. Yes, you still need to have it online. That's the rub. Ooh, okay. It's why Blizzard got so much trouble when they started selling digital versions of Warcraft 3, and then Reforged version overrode the original games. There was no CD key. So they effectively stole people's games. Like EA does at times. Indeed, drop the price for digital and guilt trip people into buying them.
One of the reasons that it took me so long to switch over to Steam from, like, I was originally just a console gamer only, but I was like, once I heard that Steam took I think it was Cabrutus, right? Because he
Yes.
made that curator page and they took his whole library. I was like, they can do that? They can just take all your digital games away from you and fucking just rob. That's why I was like, I like the idea of console and physical, because even Steam can do that to you. That's scary. Scary idea.
Well, Konami did that to me back in my PS3 days. I had bought the game Skullgirls digitally. I had the full game unlock key and everything, typed it in, and they were like, congratulations, you got the game and whatnot. I go to play it, and they said I don't have the game. I got a hold of, I got a hold of Konami. I was like, hey, I got the game. Here's proof. Why don't I have the game? And it said, well, you don't have the game. Sorry. Pretty much gave me the finger.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I knew there were reasons that I hate you, Konami. And that's just another reason for me to hate you. So all of you Konami lovers, sorry. I fucking hate that company. Shrubby, indeed, Steam has safeguards in place to stop you losing your whole library now, thankfully. But yeah, used to be if you got banned off of a game, you lost your whole account, which sucked. Yeah, that does suck. Yep. I've always been a console gamer. I love my consoles. I'm a Sony sheep. However, I have no problem calling out Sony when they do stupid shit, which recently has been a lot.
Yeah.
If the PS6 comes out and it's stupidly overpriced, I'm definitely not going to buy it anytime soon. My brother, knowing him for the Xbox, he's an Xbox, and he's older than me. He will most likely not buy the system. He will most likely stick with. He'll probably start kidnapping his daughter's Switch and play on that.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it before. I have seen him do it.
I'll have to kidnap my my girlfriend's Switch to. Dan said to come play Crossworlds with you guys this week, so I was like, I can do it. I just have to, give a heads up first, because It's not my console.
Yeah, Killer J, he joins us for Crossworlds. Bear in mind, Furious Dan will always be enemy number one, just for the hell of it. Even if whether he's good in the game or bad in the game, he will always be public enemy number one.
He's the constant rival.
Yes. Even if he sucks, he's still going to be the constant rival, just because he's annoying with all the fucking attacks that he does. So,
and I'm probably gonna be fucking up during it because I'm so, like I said before, I'm used to playing on PlayStation or Xbox that I'm gonna be getting the A and B buttons confused.
I will let that slide. I'm pretty sure everyone else will, with the exception of Furious Dan. And if Furious Dan gives you shit, I'm going to give him twice the amount of shit that I usually do.
Yeah.
Sony and Helldivers 2. Enough said. Well, Helldivers 2, I will say this, though. On Steam, Helldivers 2 were complete and total assholes on Steam. Based on how they acted towards people who were trying to buy the game. The Steam community, I should say, the Steam community for Helldivers 2 was not exactly very nice. They were actually kind of assholes. Game-wise, I really hope they don't go completely digital, though. I like owning my games. And
yeah, me too.
If I have to rip the game from my system, I will. If I have to find a way to do it, I will. I do not, people, please make a note of this. I do not encourage piracy in any way, shape, or form. Do not pirate games. It is a very, very bad thing to do. Do not encourage it. So do not do it. It'll get you in trouble. Big time.
Yep.
But yes, for Microsoft, I see just a rise in Game Pass. And pretty soon, I don't think they'll even need Game Pass. I mean, if you look at it, PlayStation has been bringing over some of the Microsoft exclusive games.
Yeah.
So pretty soon, Game Pass will be a moot point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Xbox will probably turn into more like a subscription service, I think. Something like that. Without the Game Pass, like they'll find a way to have something similar but not stick, because Game Pass is going to have that stigma to it if they keep raising the prices, if they raise it again, especially.
Because, I mean, aren't they already a subscription service, basically?
Yeah. But I mean, like, I mean, they would be like the subscription service only. No next generation hardware.
Yeah, because I know they do have I know they do have a plan for phasing out of the consoles, but they haven't said when they're going to make their last console, and I don't quite know if it's next year or the year after that. Marcelo Lopez, avast me hearties. There be treasure in their hard drives. Shrubby, sailing the 7 seas, because fuck buying games. And
do what you want. Information is free. You are a pirate.
Do not pirate games. I hope we don't really see an increase in games. However, with Nintendo Switch 2 bringing their game prices up to $80, I don't know. I think it might go up. But then again, we've all seen the negative reaction to the $80 prices, the $80 to $90 game prices, because of the Switch 2. So based on the reaction for that, based on the reaction, the negative the highly negative reaction to Switch 2's prices for their games. Do you think they're gonna rise it?
I think that they might actually end up backpedaling on that a little bit this year. At least I'm hoping so. Because of it's such, the negative reactions. And especially because if you look at like what they put out so far, as far as like for Nintendo, especially as far as exclusives, the the last one that they put out, you're putting out $80 games and you're not getting, the same. They say, oh, well, you're paying $80 because it's the Nintendo experience, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people that played Metroid Prime 4 were not happy about the Nintendo experience they got with that game.
Yeah, as far as Nintendo goes, they're as how should I put it? They need to change things up. They're riding on old IPs and hoping that that'll keep them in business, and they need to change that up a lot because they ride on Mario way too much. They ride on Donkey Kong, and they ride on all the IPs that the original gamers they jingle the memberberry keys,
Yep.
and they rely on all of those games instead of trying something new. And it almost comes across as like Nintendo's afraid to do anything new.
They have the creator of Super Smash Brothers, when they asked him when the next game was going to come out, he was smart about it. He's like, we've pretty much taken it as far as we can go. You're expecting me to know what the next step is going to be now. And I
Yeah,
feel like
exactly.
that's the way that they should look at some of these old IPs instead of like just trying to come out with, that same like just cookie cutter formula with especially with the, like, I would say what would be cool is if they came out with Double Dash on the NSO, because at least for a Mario Kart game, that was something different. It's not like the same Mario Kart formula just followed over and over again, and now you're paying $80 for a cookie cutter game pretty much.
Yeah, Mario Kart it's barely changed at all. It's gotten so boring. I mean, when PlayStation came out with Mod Nation Racers, that was fun. I don't know how many of you guys played Mod Nation Racers back in the days of the PS3, but that was an amazing game. And of course, then of course you have Sonic the Hedge. Then you have Sonic Crossworlds Racing.
Yeah.
That comes out, and that is fun. That is an amazing game. How in the Game Awards, how Mario Kart won is beyond me, but Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I played Mario Kart World, and then I played Crossworlds, and I definitely liked Crossworlds a lot more. Had way more fun playing it. It almost felt like a chore, like beating Mario Kart World. It was like the first cup was fun, and then after that, it was like, all right, it's the same thing as the first cup, just over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's the one, and that's the one thing I love about Sonic Crossworlds is the worlds. I mean, the maps are so creative. You never know what you're going to get. And
the randomization.
Yeah, the designs are just totally awesome. I love the maps, especially the map that has that giant dragon. And, oh my god! And the
My
fact
favorite
that
was
the fact that 1 minute you're driving, the next minute you're going to be flying, or the next minute you're going to have to be using a boat. Or
oh yeah,
it's just great.
I love the world you go into with the big Pac-Mans in the sky.
Yeah, that one's fun. My favorite one is the one that's all rainbow-ish. It's all techno-like.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the ones that you go into it's really fun. It's hard to describe, but it's really, really awesome. It's one that you would not want to go onto if you were in acid trip. That would go insane. But I'm glad that it had the price that it did.
I am, me too.
Because when it first came out, it was pretty low considering the generation that we have right now. So I'm hoping in the future the prices will go down or at least stay the same. Because if they can learn from Nintendo, that would be awesome. You know, it would be very, very awesome. And as far as the Steam box, just like AJ Starhiker said, waiting for reviews because I'm not going to pay for something that's going to be the same specs as a base PS5, especially when I already have a PS5. So it's like it's no point in owning two, because that's essentially what it would be, owning two PS5s. Hello, Bendover. How you doing, sweetie? Because I mean that's what it would seem like to me. Hopefully sadly though, with it coming out, I mean, since it's a Steam box, that means every game is going to be digital, no physical. Yep. So, I mean, that's probably another negative for me.
That's the give and take with Steam. Like I love how like consumer friendly Steam is compared to the other companies, but that's the downside is everything is digital.
Mm-hmm. And can disappear at that. Because I've noticed that some games Steam will sell for a while and then poof, it'll disappear. And it makes me, anxious because if it disappears from the store, does that mean I won't be able to play it anymore?
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas if I have a physical disc, like if, say, Devil May Cry 4 disappears from the PlayStation Store, but I have a physical copy, does that mean I can't play it anymore? Well, no, I can, because I have a physical disc. I can just pop it right in, right then and there. No problems at all whatsoever. That and a lot of games are making online, multiplayer and online. Which
I'm more of a solo game player. I play online here and there, but I'm all about the campaigns. If a game doesn't have like a campaign in it or like some kind of story mode, I'm usually like, what the fuck is going on with this?
You're giving me nightmares about Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. What that game could have been and what happened to it and made it impossible. But we have reached our 90-minute mark. It has been so great having you here. What you got coming up? Show your shit.
All right. So I stream Monday through Thursdays. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is a show called SCOOBYPUP'S. You can find me on YouTube or Rumble. I multi-stream to both. And if I hit goal for the week on Wednesdays, I have what's called Content Creator Deathmatch. I do a standalone show of that. And that is where I have created characters from across YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble and put them into the WWE 2K25 character creator. And I come up with fun little matchups between people that you want to see fight in the YouTube space, or people that already have beef with each other get to settle it. And then on Thursdays, I do Skullcast Alternative. That's rhythm games, so lots of music stuff. I play like Rock Band, Guitar Hero, stuff like that.
Now, guys, I highly recommend you go and subscribe to him. I have seen some of his creator fight matches, and I gotta say,
You're underwater.
they made he made one. Slay made one with her versus Mercante, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was great.
We were watching that last night. So that is one that you guys should definitely check out. So subscribe to him over on Rumble. You definitely don't want to miss his stuff. It's very good. I've seen it myself.
And I'm very close to 100 on Rumble, so I'm close to getting that creator program over there.
Yes. So everybody go subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, even if they don't know who he is. Just still, everybody just go subscribe to him. Period.
And I also have other cool stuff like music videos, poetry, other things other than gaming too.
Ooh, poetry? That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like our dear friend Osaka-chan. She does readings, poetry, and music as well. We had her on in Halloween. As for me, tomorrow I will be sleeping in because I've had a lot of work that I've been doing. Next week on either Thursday or Wednesday, like I said, I will be doing a fundraiser for my dear friend Casey, who has unfortunately ran into some difficulties in life. I will be working with Tomby to get a Give, Send, Go set up for him. So a link will be put up during that stream. It'll be a gaming stream. It'll be a long one at that. And I will be playing any game that I have at request for you guys. So as long as it's a game that I have on my PlayStation that you guys want to see me play, I will play it for your entertainment. And hell, even if you want me to, although I absolutely hate this, I absolutely hate the thought of this, for the sake of my dear friend Casey, for the fundraiser, if I have to, if you guys want me to, I'll pick up where I left off on Wu Chang and begin to cry even more.
That's all right. That game made me cry too.
and begin to cry even more and yell at the screen asking where the story is.
I'll sweeten the pot. If we hit our goal for that and she brings back up Wu Chang, I will join her and troll her like she plans on trolling me on Doom this week.
God. I
will provide the commentary like she provides the commentary.
I don't want to be trolled. I don't want to be trolled. No. I don't want to be trolled. I already get trolled enough in that game. But yes, everything I do for my subscribers, my viewers. They are the reason I do everything. Next Saturday, of course, another SCOOBYPUP'S podcast, 5 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I have more SCOOBYPUP reviews on the way. Next one will be with Love It Ever After, the wonderful, beautiful Love It Ever After, for what we will be reviewing. Well, that's a secret between she and I for you guys to find out. And on top of that, well, I'm working on some new dono videos for you guys for the Super Chats and members, and I will say one of them is going to be very, 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 very spicy. So I hope you like those.
Like I have over here.
Yeah, it's spicy. And Slay has seen part of the clip. And I have to thank Problematic White Guy and Toasty with the Mosty for the help on those clips. I'll be spitting out more shorts from boss fights from Wu Chang Fallen Feathers and me raging, courtesy of my producer helping me out with those as well. So keep an eye out with those. Those are going to be produced. Those are going to be dropped out daily. So keep an eye out for those. Scooby Pups Sparkade starts up again Monday. I will be doing on Tuesday some more Sonic Racing Crossroads with Furious Dan and Killer J, and hopefully Slave will be jumping in, as well as a dear friend Nemesis. And we're going to try and get Pouty in at some point in time. We're going to get that game to her.
Yeah, that should be fun.
So yes, we're going to jump in with Sonic Racing Crossroads. So, and yes, AJ Star Hiker, you have to join in because AJ is very good. She is one of my racing buddies for Sonic Crossroads Racing. So we got to bring her in too. So yes, that is my plan for next week. If you guys want any more from me, please let me know. All my times, schedules, and things like that, they're always up on Twitter. I try as hard as I possibly can to remember to put them on YouTube. So also on the YouTube posts. So keep an eye out on those. In the meantime, thank you guys. Thank you, as well as Zelosi. Yes, thank you. Zelosi, you need to come into race with us again. AJ Star Hiker, I have a teacher that will hopefully make Dan cry. So
she's coming for you, Furious Dan.
Yeah, coming for him. I've already beat him a couple of times. So thank you guys. Thank you all of my subscribers. Thank you for coming to watch. Thank you for coming to view. Thank you, Gamer Inner Scale, for becoming a member. Thank you, Shrubby. Thank you, Trunks, for donating with gifting memberships. You guys are awesome. All of you. Thank you so much. And you guys all have a great night, morning, or afternoon, whichever it is for you. And if you stick around, if you want more SCOOBYPUP'S, if you want more Scooby tonight, then stick around for the raid because we'll be going straight over to StartCast where I am a panel member on there. So if you want to hear more Scooby in my beautiful voice, stick around to go over to there. It will automatically send you over, so just stick around to the end of the stream. Again, thank you for watching. I do all of this for you. Thank you to my mods for being around. And hope to see you guys again. Thank you, Slave, for coming in.
Thank you.
And have a great night, guys.
Have a good one, guys.